The return of Ijeoma is something you don't want to miss. On reaching the town, her aunt welcomed her, and Ijeoma was happy that she finally left the village where everyone was cruel to her. Everyone was happy about Ijeoma's arrival to the city, even her aunt's children, which some of them is Ijeoma's mate. They were all happy. After the family finished eating evening meal, they started gisting about village and the last time they visited village. So Ijeoma, how's village life over there in the village? Her aunt asked. Auntie, my own experience is a sad OOO. In fact, it was because of my sad experience that made me to run to you here in the city. Everyone was surprised to hear that from Ijeoma. My dear, what happened? Ijeoma told them how some of the villagers were treating and mocking her because of her oversized body. Don't worry, my daughter. By the time you will return back to the village, they will not recognize you again because you will lose your weight and become slim again. This was the first time Ijeoma was hearing she will lose weight and become slim and fit just other girls. Annie, what do you mean? Are they going to cut off some of my body? No, Annie. I don't want to experience pain of cutting off my body so that I can become slim. Annie, please. It will be very painful for me. Her Annie and her children laughed hard. No one is going to cut you off, my dear. How's it going to happen then? Ijeoma asked. Don't worry, my dear. You are going to find out later. But for now, relax, feel comfortable, and enjoy your new home. Back in the village, some villagers were not seeing Ijeoma again. They started wondering what has become her fate. Two ladies returning from the market were talking about Ijeoma. They are Eddie and Wumi. Eddie said, do you know that for some days now I never set my eyes on Ijeoma? Wumi replied, you are talking about days. Me, I have been searching her with my eyes since weeks now, and getting to a month, but I have not seen her. No, well, maybe. She has decided not to come outside again. I don't think so, because the other day, Kiki stylishly went to Ijeoma's house to see if she can find Ijeoma. She even peeped inside their hut when the mother was not around, but their hut was empty, with no one inside it. Wumi, wonder shall never end maybe, that Fatty BomBom has decided to go to her maternal place to stay. Eddie, better for her too, Wumi. But wait, are you missing her? Eddie, God forbid, missing her ke. It's just that I have not seen her for a while. That Fatty BomBom and good-for-nothing girl. She eats too much, that's why she's very big like this. Maybe she likes to eat fufu all the time. They started saying different mockery words to Ijeoma as they both part their ways. While in the city, Ijeoma's Annie enrolled her in fitness center, where she can be doing exercises. Ijeoma's instructor also gave her food timetable and menu to help her reduce weight. Instructor, listen, Ijeoma, if you follow strictly the food timetable and stay consistent in your exercise, I promise you that within 8 months to 1 year, you will shield off huge fat and weight. Ijeoma was kindly listening to her instructor. The instructor brought out his phone and showed Ijeoma his past students, how they were before and after the exercise. Ijeoma was shocked. She became very eager to start her training. Instructor, Ijeoma, your auntie told me how the ladies in the village were treating you. Ijeoma, yes, so it's a painful experience for me. Instructor, apart from your plus-size body, you know you are very beautiful, right? Ijeoma smiled while blushing. Instructor, back to those my past students I showed you. If you would like to talk to them and ask them about their experience, I can actually give you their contacts. In fact, I have a close WhatsApp group where I add all my students. I will add you right away. Give me your phone number. Ijeoma didn't have phone, so yet, but her auntie later bought her brand new Android phone. She was so happy and very dedicated in her weight loss routine and exercise. Few months later, Ijeoma begins to lose weight little by little. It felt like magic, but it's real. Back in the village, everyone has forgotten about Ijeoma's sudden disappearance. Everyone is now focusing on this own. Upon all these, no one asked Mama Ijeoma about her daughter's whereabouts, except those who truly cares. One fateful day, Mama Ijeoma was farming on her farm, and her phone's small button phone Renship picked it up. Hello, Mama, how are you doing? You, who are you, Kwanu? Mama, you don't know your daughter again. I am Ijeoma. Chimuwu, Ijeoma, my daughter, is that you? Yes, Mama, it's me, Oo. How are you doing? I'm fine, Wam Oo. You now sound like a big girl. How's life over there in the city? Hope no one is bullying and body shaming you. Ijeoma, not at all. Mama, I have a good news for you. Mama Ijeoma, what is it, Wam? I'm all ears, tell me, Biko. Ijeoma, Mama Nweo Kwa. I want to tell you that I have started losing weight, Oo. Mama Ijeoma, AHH, are you sick? Better come back to the village. Let me prepare agbong and better traditional medicine for you. I don't want anything to happen to you, Oo. So when are you coming back? Ijeoma, with smiles on her face, Mama, relax. I'm not sick. Ijeoma explained to her mom the kind of weight loss she's talking about. How her auntie has registered her to a place where she can lose weight and return to normal shape with exercise. At the end, her mother was very happy for Ijeoma, but she didn't understand it fully though. Mama Ijeoma, Nkwanun Wam, greet your auntie for me. Few months later, exactly 1 year, Ijeoma returned to normal shape with figure 8 and very beautiful. How she looks now, even if her mother in the village passes by her, she won't discover it's Ijeoma, her daughter. Her auntie in the city, being so kind, she enrolled Ijeoma in the university where she's studying mass communication. When Ijeoma was in the village, she finished secondary school, so coming to the city, after 1 year of constant weight loss exercise, she got admission and started going to school. Ijeoma's life suddenly turned around in a twinkling of an eye from the eye mocked and body shamed in the village to a student in the university. For years later, Ijeoma graduated from the university. The following year, she completed her NYSC. She applied for a job at the radio station, where she served during her NYSC level in the city, and she got the job. For years later, the radio station opened another branch in the village, at Ijeoma's village. Ijeoma was one of their workers posted to the village. At first she was sad, because she didn't want to return to her village again. But after giving it some thoughts, she accepted to work at the station located in her village. It means she will be returning home. So she's going to return home to her village and start work at the radio station. Good news or bad news? On the other hand, she was happy she was going to advocate for plus-size girls who have been bullied and body shamed just like herself. She will also use the medium to encourage those girls to start healthy eating and exercise to help them reduce weight and look healthy. Ijeoma is not only going to advocate for plus-size girl child, she will also advocate for all girls and also encourage others not to body shame or speak ill against one another. Ijeoma picked up her phone to call her mama and announced to her about her return in the village. Ijeoma, hello mama, I'm finally returning home. On hearing this, Mama Ijeoma couldn't believe it at first hearing. All these while Ijeoma was in the city, her mama has been begging her to visit her for once in the village, but Ijeoma refused because of her past experience with the villagers. Breaking the news to her mama now sounds to her mama as if a president is coming to visit her. Ijeoma Nwamoo. Her mama was very excited, to the extent that she couldn't hold her happiness. She break the news to the market women who was in the market. Some of them was happy with her. The news of Ijeoma returning to the village spread fast in the market. 1 or 3 market women gathering will be discussing about Ijeoma's home return. Ubi, while passing on the market, saw her 2 friends gisting. She quickly joined them. She has been looking for who to break the news to. Are you hearing what I'm currently hearing? The 2 women replied, is it about Ijeoma's return from the city? Ubi, yes, so you guys have already heard itself. The 2 women responded, yes, now this is market non-news spread faster here. Ubi said, I was there live when it happened. The 2 women, what happened? Ubi, when Mama Ijeoma was answering the call with Ijeoma, I was with her when Ijeoma told her that she's coming home. Meanwhile, Ubi was not there when it happened, She heard it just like others, but decided to act as if she was there when everything was happening. The two women, wow, are you serious? Ubi, yes, now I'm very serious. I even greeted her through the phone call while she was speaking with her mama. Let me go home and spread the news to my daughter and tell her about her friend Ijeoma, who's returning home soon. The two women, okay, bye. We will return home in the cool evening. Remember, Ubi was the woman that chased Ijeoma and her mama away with a matchet. When Mama Ijeoma and her daughter visited her to caution her daughter from body-shaming Ijeoma, but now she's claiming as if Ijeoma was her daughter's friend. Light fade as Ubi was returning home. In their village, the news spread like whirlwind. Everyone was waiting for Ijeoma's return from the city. Children who haven't been born when Ijeoma was in the village were all waiting and happy for Ijeoma's return. The D-Day is here. Ijeoma is going to return home today. At Ijeoma's house in the village, her mother and other women were preparing all types of food. A lot of people have all gathered today to witness Ijeoma's return, although others laughed that nothing would change about her, that she will even add more weight. But no one knows about Ijeoma's current look, not even her mother. They were all guessing about how she will look. Around 5 p.m. Ijeoma entered the village with her red car. No one knows it was her. She drove past some of the villagers who were waiting to welcome her at the road, but they didn't notice it was her. To them, they were expecting fatty and overweight Ijeoma probably to come down from the bus and enter the village with Okada. Then they will be running after the Okada. Little did they know that real Ijeoma has drove past them with her car. Ijeoma drive entered to her compound. She saw a lot of villagers happily waiting. Some were eating, while others were running errands. Children playing in the compound. In fact, everyone was happy. Funny enough, no one thought it was Ijeoma that drove into the compound. Some thought it might be one of those Mama Ijeoma invited to her daughter's return, while others thought it might be someone who missed her road. Ijeoma came out from her car with her expensive handbag. She majestically walked past the crowd at the compound and entered the backyard, where her mama and other women were preparing dishes. All eyes were on her as she walked past the crowd at their compound. They have never seen someone dressed in such attire in their village before. Look at her handbag, very beautiful. The other said, look at her shoe, very high. Another added, look at how she's walking, very majestic. All eyes on Ijeoma as she entered the backyard. All the people at the background was looking at the gorgeous lady walking majestically towards them. Even her mama couldn't recognize it's her daughter. She walked to where her mama was sitting and greeted. Good evening, mama. How are you doing? She hugged her mother, but her mama was shocked when she heard her voice. Mama Ijeoma, this voice sounds like that of my daughter Ijeoma. What are you doing about Mama Ijeoma? Do you mean this beautiful lady sounds like your tube and tired daughter? You cannot cease to amuse me, Mama Ijeoma. Mwani Oma PLZ, who are you looking for? She turned to Ijeoma and asked, but Ijeoma ignored and smiled. People around were watching in awe. Ijeoma replied to her mama, yes, mama, it's me, Ijeoma, your daughter. Mama Ijeoma shouted in excitement, you, hey, are you the one looking this beautiful? How manage Ijeoma? When did this happen? Wait, am I the one that gave birth to this queen standing in front of me? Mama Ijeoma could not curtail her joy. My people come and see, she started shouting in excitement. Her voice attracted many. Some started rushing to the backyard to witness what was going on. The news spread faster that the young lady with red car and red dress was Ijeoma. The news even reached to those waiting at the road to welcome Ijeoma that she was the one with red car that drove past them. They couldn't believe it. Everyone was rushing to Ijeoma's house to witness with their two eyes on what they were hearing. Ijeoma's return to the village was such a memorable day in the whole of the village. Everyone was trying to touch and reach out to her, but the crowd was too much. Finally, everyone settled down. Food and drinks served to everyone. Ijeoma came to where everyone was seated in the compound to greet them. Music was turned on, and she danced, her mother joined her. They all danced, everyone joined and danced to the joyful music. As the day was getting darker and darker, everyone returned to home. A week later, Ijeoma resumed work at the radio station. By now, both Dick and Harry have come to realize that it was truly Ijeoma. Even some doubting, Thomas has no other options than to believe it's actually Ijeoma. Because on the day of Ijeoma's return, amidst the jubilation and celebrations, not everyone believes it was Ijeoma. There was those who was still doubting. Ijeoma was not only looking beautiful with nice shape, she also have a beautiful red car with good paying job. That's to show that things can turn around at any time too. At the radio station, where she worked as a broadcaster, she organized a weekly program titled Dear Girl, Rise. In this program, she encourages all the young girl and drop words of wisdom and advice to all girls and ladies. It was one of the favorite radio programs women love to listen. Some mothers will listen happily to the program together with their daughters. Young girls ensure they do their chores on time so that they can listen to Dear Girl, Rise without any disturbance. Within 1.5 years of doing this program, Ijeoma has been able to reshape the minds of many girls, not only in her village, but across their village and even across states. Ijeoma was very happy for returning to her village again and also starting her weekly program. She promised to continue with the program so that more lives will be touched. Ijeoma has become very popular. Almost everyone knows about her. People call her on phone to appreciate her of her weekly program, while some also visits her at the radio station with some gifts to thank her for her good work. Every day while returning back from work, children playing by the roadside will always shout her name. Auntie Ijeoma, welcome. Auntie Ijeoma, welcome. Auntie Ijeoma, welcome. In return, Ijeoma will wave and beep car horn for them. Within her, she will smile. From Ijeoma Fatty BomBom to Auntie Ijeoma, welcome. She will smile and drove off to her house. The end.